Hi, winners! Look, welcome to Terri's Tips, guys. Get a notebook, get a pen, because they're going to give you 5 steps to become a first-time home buyer. And I'm even going to add, become a first-time home buyer again. Guys, if you have bought a property before and it's now paid off in full, or you sold it, or for whatever reason, that mortgage is now a zero balance, you can actually qualify as a first-time home buyer again. Get an FHA mortgage again. Come on, somebody. That just freed somebody. Okay, guys? So in this video, if you want to become a first-time home buyer, you can literally watch this video and buy a house. And you can also, nugget right here, buy single family, buy a duplex, which is 2 units, buy a triplex, which is 3 units, or buy a quad, which is 4 units. Okay, guys? And I'll do my nugget at the end. So real quick, I dropped nuggets through the entire video. And my very first nugget is for those that clicked on this video and then you're saying, you know what, now is a bad time to buy. Buying is high. I'm going to dispel that myth right here, because buying may be high, but renting is higher. So pick your heart. I'm going to give you a quick example, guys. I literally own a property right now in Pennsylvania that is 4 bedrooms. I need y'all to follow me. 4 bedrooms, finished basement, finished attic, corner property, driveway, and a garage. The mortgage on that property is $1,400. I am currently renting that property out. The tenants are paying $2,400. Pause. That means if they were owning that home, if they were the owner, they would only be paying $1,400. But because they are renting, they're paying $2,400. I know people who are paying $1,200, $1,500, $1,800, $2,000 for 1-bedroom apartments. So for a 4-bedroom house at $1,400, it's always a good time to buy. Got it, good, guys. So step number 1, I actually want to give you a pre-step. Your pre-step is to decide you want to become a first-time home buyer and put together a SMART goal. Number 1, I want to become a first-time home buyer. Number 2, I need to qualify for a FHA mortgage pre-approval. And number 3, a date. By December 1st, 2023, January 1st, 2024, March 5th, 2025, which it shouldn't even take that long, guys, okay? So what do you want to do? Buy a house? What do you need to do? Get an FHA mortgage pre-approval and put a date to it. And if you're brave, put your date in the comments. Come on, somebody. All right, so step number 1, pull your credit reports and know your FICO scores. You are not using Credit Sesame. You're not using Identity IQ. You are not using the devil, Credit Karma. You need your FICO scores, guys, because lenders, real estate lenders, mortgage lenders, they use FICO scores. So you're going to pull your credit reports from Credit Check Total or My FICO. I'll put the links in the description of this video. Pull your credit reports, and you want to be a 620 to 640 on all 3 bureaus. Okay, that's step number 1. Now, if you're already a 620, already a 640, then you are good to go. If you are not a 620 or you are not a 640, then the only thing you're going to do right here is put together a plan to get there. It should literally take you guys 30 to 90 days. You can still end the year with a whole house. Somebody say whole house. You can end the year with the whole house, guys. It should only take you 30 to 90 days with the right plan. Action items. If you don't know what to do to increase your credit scores, you have 2 options. You can look at some of my free videos on how to increase your credit scores, or you can invest in our credit training bundle where I show you how to increase your credit scores very, very quickly, okay? But no matter what, you don't give up right here. You just put together a plan to actually get there, okay? Now, step number 2, I want you to pick 3. How many, Terry? 3 zip codes that are in your area that you would want to actually move to. Now, why are you doing this? Because you need to price the range of the houses that you want to actually buy so that you can know how much down payment money you need. Guys, don't look at 20 different houses in 20 different states and all kinds of things. You'll be overwhelmed. Pick 3 zip codes. So maybe for you, maybe it's zip codes where there's great schools for your kids. Maybe you want to be close to parents or family. Maybe you want to be close to, your job, right? Just start there. You may actually buy a house somewhere else, but you need to know if the houses that you want to buy are 200,000, 300,000, $400,000, $500,000. Now, what does a 3-bedroom house in XYZ zip code cost? What does a 4-bedroom house in XYZ school district cost? What does, a 5-bedroom house in this township, this county where I want to live, what does it cost? You need to know, at least get an idea, guys, of what that price range is, so you know if you're on target, what your debt ratios need to be, how much down payment, okay? So 3 zip codes, and start pricing out the type of properties that you want. Do you have to have 3 bedrooms? Do you need 4 bedrooms? Do you need a finished basement? Do you need, a driveway? Does the school district matter to you? And in this step right here, guys, in step number 2, I'm going to add, go to open houses. Guys, you're not contacting a realtor yet because you need a mortgage pre-approval that has the dollar amount before you go to a realtor. But action item, go to some open houses so you can actually see. Anybody can go to an open house. So you can actually get an idea of what's available, what's in your price range. And also, because I'm Kingdom, there's a certain energy, a certain power to being in that environment and doing that actual thing. You're going to get excited. You're going to get motivated. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can actually afford this house. Let me hurry up and pay these things also. I can go buy my house. Come on, somebody, okay? So 3 zip codes that you want to move to, price the type of properties that you actually want, and start going to open houses to put yourself to visualize that thing and to manifest this into reality. Come on, somebody, okay? Step number 3, not a fun step, but a necessary step. Start getting your documentation together, okay? So the first thing in this documentation, I told you to get a notebook and pen, okay? You want 2 years taxes, right? So if you have 2 years taxes, guys, check that off. I don't care if you right now, the day you're watching this video, get a folder, get a box, get a drawer, something, and you throw your taxes in there right now, right? There's power to that activity. If you only have 1 year taxes and you need 2 years, then what are you going to do? One of my action items is getting my taxes done, right? 2 years taxes. Even if you're a self-employed entrepreneur, at least 1 year, right? But 2 years taxes is going to be the best, okay? You're also going to get together bank statements. Guys, get together 3 months bank statements. Now, again, you may buy a property in 3 months, in 6 months. Some of y'all are going to be ready right now once I go through the steps, right? So if you're going to be ready right now, then it's the last 3 months bank statements, right? But I still want you to get together your 3 months bank statements now because there's 2 things I want you to specifically look at. I'm about to give it to you. But then when you're ready to buy a house, if it's been some time, you'll just do it all over again. But I want you out there, wealth warrior, to get familiar with going to your bank, downloading your statements, saving them somewhere, putting them on a flash drive, putting them on your laptop if you want to print them out. I want you to get good at this activity so you can get your whole house. Okay, so 3 months bank statements. And what are you looking for in the bank statements? What are the lenders looking for? Number 1, not a bunch of cash deposits, especially if you have a regular W-2 job. They want to see your paycheck going in, your bills coming out. Your paycheck going in, your bills coming out. They don't want a whole bunch of miscellaneous cash, guys. There's money laundering laws, there's fraud, there's all kinds of things. And FHA mortgage pre-approvals, guys, are government backed. They don't want to see a whole bunch of money that you ain't paying taxes on. Look, I'm telling you what I know. I have clients that have qualified for mortgages because of their credit and then got denied because of overdrafts and a bunch of unexplained cash in their bank statements. And the lender, the underwriting department said no. And they had to go back and redo everything, okay? So not a bunch of cash deposits. Put that in another account. Pay other things with cash so it's not going into your account. I don't care what you do. We can have a one-on-one strategy session if you want me to explain in more detail, but not a bunch of unexplained cash in your bank statements, especially your personal bank statements, okay? And not a bunch of overdrafts. I also had a client who got her credit together, had down payment assistance and everything, then had all her money together, and then her bank account kept on overdrafting and the lender denied because of that. Now, logic here, guys, an action item. The reason why the lender would deny you because of that is you're asking a company to give you $200,000, $300,000, $500,000. Well, that mortgage payment may be $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $1,500 a month. They don't want to give you a mortgage that you're going to have $1,000 a month mortgage payment and you're overdrafting on something that's $50, $100, $300, $500. Guys, this is a wealth building ministry. I teach high level strategy and I actually teach. So I want you guys to understand the logic. So if you have a bunch of overdrafts, stop. Like, if you may need like 30 to 90 days or something to get your bank statements together and stop overdrafting, then okay. But just know that they do not want to see cash deposits and a bunch of overdrafts, okay? So I said 2 years taxes, 3 months bank statements, Also get 2 years of your W-2s and get at least 2 paychecks, right? Now, again, you may be ready right away to buy a house, or it may be a couple of months, but still put that in the folder, put that in the drawer, save it somewhere so that when you're actually ready, you know exactly what to do and where to go. Come on, somebody, okay? We're wealth warriors over here. So get 2 pay stubs, and if you are a self-employed entrepreneur, you can buy a house and be a self-employed entrepreneur. I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, okay, guys? So the only thing that's gonna look a little bit different is you need your business in good standing. You're gonna need business bank statements. You're gonna need 2 years taxes, or depending on the lender, at least 12 months of business bank statements showing consistent revenue coming in, okay? Got it good. So step number 3 was gather your documents, okay? Step number 4, guys, is to put together a plan for your down payment and closing costs, all of your money. So you're going to need, in general, 3.5% down. Now you see why I said in step number 2 to price the kind of properties, because 3.5% of 100,000 is a lot different than 3.5% of 400,000 or 3.5% of 800,000, right? So your goal is 3.5%. Now, action item right here. I am going to link 3 videos for you to watch. Number 1 is I did a whole masterclass on how to house hack. There is an investing strategy called house hacking where you can use these same 5 steps and actually get a duplex, a triplex, or a quad, start investing in real estate, use an FHA mortgage, get tax write-offs, and get passive income. So I'm not going to outline house hacking in this video, but I will link that video. The second one is how to increase your personal credit scores. I'll link that if you actually need to raise your scores. And the third one is I did a video on how to buy a house with no money, where I outlined down payment assistance programs and grants and all of that information, VA loans and USDA loans. So in this step right here, if you're like, Terri, I have everything else together, but I don't have the 3.5% down, you're going to 100% watch that video where I do a deeper dive into other ways to help you with this, okay? But in general, you're going to need 3.5% down. Sometimes you may need 5%, and if you are like a VA loan, or if you buy a USDA property, or if there's some kind of other assistance going on, then you guys can maybe sometimes even put 0 down. But in general, 3.5% down. Put together a plan. Another action item right here. Sometimes you guys can borrow from your 401k, so it can be a loan or a withdrawal, okay? Think about if you have stocks, bonds, if you have somebody who can gift money to you. Maybe you have a parent or a sibling that can gift you $5,000 or $10,000, right? But you want to put together a plan. Maybe you have income tax money. Maybe you hit the lottery. Like maybe you still got stimulus money, right? But brainstorm everything that you have, because guys, if you are renting right now, that means you put together first month, last month as security to move into that apartment or to that house that you're renting. So you're going to use the same exact thing for that, but to put together your plan for your down payment money. 3 to 6 months, guys. 3 to 6 months, okay? Where can you sacrifice in a season to get what you want for a lifetime? So your down payment. And step number 5, guys, is to pick your lender and your realtor. Your lender and your realtor. It matters. Your lender matters. You hear me say it with business credit. The same is true for buying a house. Let me give you an example. You have the big banks, say, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. You have your credit unions. And then you also have your retail lenders, which are like, Full and Mortgage or Freedom Mortgage or Loan Depot. Guys, mortgage lenders have lower credit score requirements, less documentation. Sometimes they can close a little bit faster. So a no for Chase may be a yes for Freedom Mortgage. A no for Bank of America may be a yes for a Loan Depot. So my recommendation to you guys is look at who you currently have bank relationships with. Who do you have your checking and savings account with? We'll see if they have first-time home buyer programs. Are you a member of a credit union? See if they have first-time home buyer programs. Or if you're in Patreon or Credit Leverage Lifestyle, guys, I have some preferred lenders that are national lenders. Let me say it again because you guys ask me this all the time. I am a national brand and I have national lenders. So I don't care if you're in California, Florida, Texas, New York, Philly, Jersey, Tri-State, hey, Tri-State. I don't care where you are. If you need help with a preferred lender who has a proven track record and specializes in this area, you can actually email me directly, Or if you're part of Credit Leverage Lifestyle or Patreon, you guys can ask the question. I share lenders and contacts all the time on those platforms. That's our Wealth Warrior internal community, okay? So you can come to me for lender relationships. So picking the right type of lender is going to help tremendously, especially if your income is shaky, if your documentation is shaky, if your credit scores are shaky. I said 620, 640 in step number 1, but in all honesty, I have lenders that will approve you at a 600, even down to a 580. Now, I didn't say that because I don't recommend it, but some of y'all can watch this video, put together your plan, and be buying a house in the next 30 days. Come on, somebody. So picking your lender and picking your realtor, guys. This also matters, right? Because some realtors specialize in first-time home buyers. Some specialize in commercial financing. Some specialize in investing. Some, do it part-time and you can only text them. Some do it full-time and they will text you, email, and call you. So my recommendation to you is maybe look at 1 to 3 realtors. You can see, who your friends and family have used, like referrals. You can see if there's somebody maybe on social media that you follow that you connect with that is a first-time home buyer, realtors, something of that nature, depending on what state you're in. You can even also come to me. So we got some realtors in our Wealth Warrior community, okay, that I can say, hey, in New York, we have somebody. Hey, in Delaware, we have somebody. Hey, in New Jersey, we have somebody who can help you, okay? So in some instances, I can help you with that as well. So you're picking your lender and you're picking your realtor. Now, let me give you a real quick recap, guys. And this is literally, if you go through these steps and execute, you will. Not you can, you will buy a house. Number 1 was to pull your credit and have a 620 to 640 credit score. Number 2 was to pick 3 zip codes and price the houses in that area so you can know how much money you need. And also so you can go to some open houses. Step number 3 was to get all of your documentation together. Prepare in advance, okay? Prepare in advance. Step number 4 was to put together a plan for your down payment and for your closing costs. I'm going to link those extra videos in the description and I'll pin them to the comments. And step number 5 was to pick your lender and pick your realtor. When you pick your lender, you're going to actually formally apply for your FHA mortgage pre-approval. Look, congratulations in advance on your new house, somebody, right? You'll qualify you for your mortgage pre-approval and they'll give you a letter saying, Kim is approved for $300,000 and it's usually good for like 90 days or 120 days. And with that mortgage pre-approval, then you will go to a realtor who will then show you houses in your price range. You need that to go to a realtor, guys, because you don't want to go to a realtor and them show you houses for $100,000 and you qualify for $500,000. You also don't want them to show you $400,000 houses and you only qualify for $200,000. So you want your mortgage pre-approval in advance. It will be good for 90 to 120 days depending on the lender. You're going to give that to your realtor and your realtor is then going to help you go shopping. And I'm going to end with what I said in the very beginning. It's always a good time to buy because to everybody who says it's high to buy right now, it's even higher to rent. So if I'm going to pay money every single month, I'm going to pay for my legacy, my wealth building, and something that I can leave to my family, my children, my brothers and sisters, my nephews and nieces, my loved ones. Got it, good, guys. I hope that was helpful. And for my nugget, I'm going to keep it simple. I want to invite all of you to become part of our Patreon Wealth Warrior community, guys. I do monthly live Q&As, monthly contests, monthly polls, and monthly lender workshops. And I even have a group that wants to get certified as board certified credit consultants. And for that master's level, I'm putting together a custom training. Somebody say custom just for them. So if you truly want generational wealth, as a wealth warrior, you're on this wealth warrior journey, you genuinely want to break generational cycles of poverty, be the person in your family that, breaks that cycle and has the results and leads by example, I welcome you to become part of our Wealth Warrior Patreon community. Is super hands-on, a close network of leaders who are building wealth together. Amen. I'll put the link in the description. Have a super amazing day and congratulations on your house.